Morning, Rick again from Rick T Outdoors Adventure, out with Billy. Again, bloody wet through again as usual. Seems to be a bit of a theme, but we're up in a different forest today. Probably going to knock a bit of a shelter up this morning, a quick shelter. Plenty of good trees up here to use. We'll get up on top at fells. There's a bit of clay. Can't see a lot today. It's quite foggy, quite a bit of low cloud. It's going to be a wet one again as usual. I do. Yeah, so the plan is we're in the forest now. Oh man, I pulled my hamstring the other day. I was working it late this week, jumping in like a blooming teenager, and I ended up straining my hamstring. So it's going to be a bit of a struggle. Going to be hobbling about a bit. But the plan is, there's loads of trees in here that have fallen down. They've been blown down by the wind. Like this piece I'm stood on. So I'm going to utilise all them. Basic shelter, basic lean-to shelter. I'm only going to try and crack it off in about an hour. Basic lean-to shelter against the crossbar, top piece, wood length against it. I can either find 2 forked pieces and then a piece of wood across and then lean against it, or I'll use a fallen tree already. So I'm going to knock something up like that fast as I can. Probably going to waterproof it with some moss and stuff like that. Just going to do the job for this morning. Yep, no more than an hour. Just going to crack on with it. Like I say, it's going to be a bit hard work with a torn hamstring though, but we'll get it done. So as far as cordage is concerned, if I want to, there's a bit of fat wood in there, but if I want to get some cordage, use some cordage, and I'm in the forest, I can use the roots. So if I dig down here, try and find some roots. Go on Billy, give me a lift lad. Come on Billy, get digging. Get digging boy. Looking for some roots big lad. Ah, here we are. You can see one here. Found a root. So I'm going to follow that. This is going to be my cordage to tie my shelter together. Come on Billy. Keep digging lad. So I don't want to pull too hard. If I pull too hard, I'm going to snap it. So I want to follow it along with my hands. So I found another one here. I'll snap that one. Another good one. Got a couple of decent ones going here. One coming over here, this is a good long one. That's a decent one. Don't bite it, Billy lad. It's a decent one. Come on, boy. So there, got some decent cordage there. Now that'll do. I can use that to tie them up. There's a few ways of processing this. If you want, you can make a fork stick and strip the bark off, which makes it a little bit more pliable because you've not got the bark on the edges. But for what I want today, I'm just going to clean that dirt off, and that'll do the job as it is. Got a quick tripod set up, and get a fire down there. Fasten it up with spruce roots again, piece of cake. I'll show you how to set up a really quick, dead easy pot hanger. Just a bit of a branch like that. I just want something to hang my pot on for the fire. So I'll just tidy this up. Always got to be careful with this sort of wood because it's wet and slippy. Like I say, we've had the first share of rain over here. I know, Billy, good lad. Just going to make a quick pot hanger with this. It is slippy. So down to basic shape, get rid of a bit of that. Get rid of a bit of that. Basically that's my pot hanger. Just going to cut a groove all the way around it to fasten it. I could have rooted around and found something a bit fluffier, but we don't need out fancy. It's only a quick job, quick couple of minutes of a job. There we are, so that's going to do to hang it from. Just trim that off so it fits underneath the pan alright. That's it. Yep, cordage. One circle, second circle, hang that over. You could easily hang it using spruce roots as well. I do sometimes, but I've got a bit of string in my backpack, so There you are. That's for a pot hanger. That'll do. Tank pots over the fire when we get it going. Not easy to get a fire going in these conditions. Everything's sopping wet. All the wood's damp. So, as far as your fire triangle's concerned, tinder, oxygen, heat, you've got to evaporate all the moisture out of the wood before it'll burn. So, it's not easy. Cheers. Whoa! Bloody hell, that's hot. Whoa! Wow, I messed up there and that were hot. Whoa! Can't beat a brewing forest though, can you? Brewing a bit of jackbait. Bob on. Gonna one of these treats, Billy. What's this? Come here. What's this? Good lad. What's this? What's this? Come on. He's a bit wary at fire. He's always a bit wary at fire, Billy. Come here. Come on. Come on. He hates it. Come on. Come on. What's this? Good lad. Come on round here. Come on. Good lad. Yeah. Yeah. This way. Good boy. Good boy. What's that? I'll share some of my butties as well, big lad. Hey? Them bits. Good lad. He's a good lad, isn't he? Great to share the outdoors with a dog or something like that. Yeah? Isn't it, Billy, eh? Yeah. 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 Fantastic. Yeah? Yeah? You love it, don't you? Hey? Good companion, a dog. Billy's a Sprolly. He's a cross between a Springer Spaniel and a Border Collie. You're a good boy, aren't you? Eh? You're a good boy, aren't you? Yeah? He's only 2.5 years-ish. He's a fantastic dog, aren't you? He's my bushcraft buddy, aren't you? Number one. A number one bushcraft buddy. Get out of there. How cool is that? Well then that tree's twisted round the other one. See how it's come round? How smart's that? Say see you later to shelter, Billy. Say see you later. We'll come back again in a few weeks maybe. Yeah. Thanks for joining us today. So thanks from Rick and Billy. Yep, RT Outdoors Adventure. So I hope you enjoyed the shelter building. Dead simple lean-to shelter, great for survival situations. Sleeping there overnight, no problem. A few things you need to consider with it. They call it the 4 W's ideally. So wind, you've got to be careful of the wind. Where the wind's coming, you don't want it blowing straight in. It's usually a southwesterly in this country, so I usually make mine sort of side on to a southwesterly or a little bit skew with to a southwesterly, so it's going to blow the smoke away from the front door, but the wind's not going to blow in. Wood, that's your second W. There's got to be enough wood around to build your shelter for your fire, etc. Water, it's got to be handy to go and get some water, so ideally it's near a water source, a good water source. And finally, widow makers. Make sure you're not building your shelter under a tree that's going to fall down on you. On a day like today where it's pretty windy, you've got to be careful because these trees do fall down. So widow makers, take that into consideration. Make sure there's no big dead branches. Anyway, thanks for joining us. If you've enjoyed it, subscribe if you fancy it, or give us a thumbs up. We'll see you again next time. See you later. Cheers.